Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M44 and it's on the north spawn of Serene Coast. Pre-HD map and it's under the command of Burntbear. Let's see how it gets on this map. Game on. Yet again another map which you may be very familiar with. But of course it looks very Spartan without all the bushes and furniture that you see on the HD maps. Now this is another replay from 2017. Let's see how Burntbear manages to get on. He's gone to the aim and as usual he's covering the west side of the map, and well, it's an enemy tank destroyer T-67 hiding on that corner. He'll probably pop out to have a quick look. He obviously knows he's been spotted because he pulled back in. Well, Burntbear tries a shot on the off chance he gets some splash. Well, enemy tank has made it up to this corner already. It's a looks, and he's only come for a look-see, pun intended, and running away. Tier 6 game with Tier 4 tanks in it. Rounds out in their looks. Oh, and he's looking no longer. Yes, he's back in the garage. Okay, so one tank down. Looking over onto the peninsula, which again, looking very sparse back then. T1 heavy just the other side of that pass. That's the main pass which people go through. Rounds out. Lands right next door for him for 109 hit points of splash. And straight away Burntbear's looking for another target. It's got the AMX-13. AMX-13? No, it's an AMX ELC. He's down in the dip and he spots that T-34-85M. Much better target. Unfortunately, he can't make up his mind which way the guy's going to go. And so he can't settle his aim at all. He makes a rough guess. Okay, who's next? Well, the T1 Heavy's still down there. And he's being held up by a Skoda T24 and a Panzer 3J. That one went long. The Skoda's going behind. A few shots in, and unfortunately we've got the Panzer 3J's out of the game, and we've now got three other tanks there. There's Matilda 4 and Grant, but that was a direct hit on the T1 Heavy, leaves him on only 2 hit points. But unfortunately the Matilda 4 is going straight through, and he takes out the Skoda as well after he kills the T1. Going for the Grant. Oh, big hit! That was a good one. 199. The alpha damage of the M44 is 550. So it's all that he had left actually. Tree got knocked down. It was the Grant who was actually doing it. Okay, he's changing. He's going back to the other side of the battlefield. He's trying to apply equal damage either side. There's only 2 Artys either team. Gonna try and splash the T-67 there. And he does more than that, he kills it. Okay, the enemy is pushing on the peninsula and it looks like they're going to make their way through. We've got a Nashorn and a Fifi to try and block them. That Keyhoe's about to get a nasty surprise. The M5 Stuart's unloading into him, but unfortunately his pop gun is no good against that Keyhoe. And he's gone. And unfortunately that shell was well short. Going back to the Hetzer, other side of the railway track. He's stationary and he's unspotted at the moment. I had the feeling that Burntbear's gonna... Oh no, he's decided not to. And he held his fire, and it's a good thing he did because the Hetzer was on the move. Rounds out. Close. 78 hit points. Nice bit of splash. Now we are pushing because we're right at the other end of the map now, and they found the enemy Arty. Unfortunately, they found the enemy Arty with the T40. And unfortunately, that T40, well, the M44 and the T40 together take out the looks. Rounds out the T40. Bit late. Bit behind. Yep. Unfortunately, that one's gone. Okay, next targets. Back to that Hetzer. Sitting behind the building, but he can splash him if he can land the shell behind the building. Rounds out. Yes! And a good splash. 131. Makes him an easy kill for the Sav M43. Remember, that guy's got a 350 Alpha. Okay, the killer was actually a Wolverine. The other side. And we're now looking to get a shot into the T40 or the M44. He's looking for the Tracer. That's what he was seeing. But, oh! Is that a box tank I see? Rounds out. Lands just behind and to the right. He's backing up. He is stunned. Okay, he's trying to take aim. And unfortunately, he just took out our Sav M43 with a 13cm shell. Rounds out. Bit late. Yeah, unfortunately. Should have fired the moment he selected the spot. So, it's 4 against 4. The enemy team's got 2 Artys, our team's got 2 Artys. Every tank that made its way along the peninsula got taken out. The Nashorn, well, he managed to get 3 kills. So it looks like the enemy has not fared too well on their heavy tanks. So we probably have slightly more hit points than the enemy. At the moment we can't tell how many hit points. The box tank is coming up the railway line towards us. Can we get a shot? It's going to be a snap. Nope, just a stun. And unfortunately we just lost our VP to the enemy Su-122A. I get the feeling that Burntbear has taken the right choice to go off to the west side of the map, but he's actually going a bit closer to the centre now to try and get a shot in this box tank. He's dialing in. This might work if he can get the shell over the railway line. And at the moment he's having difficulty trying to find a solution that works. Rounds out. Well, it landed where the box tank was, but he hadn't seen him for a while and he probably moved. Yeah, time to move and go to the west side of the map. Abandon the cap area. The box tank is still coming, but he's very low on hit points, so maybe that shot actually did work. And there's the enemy M44 coming towards us. Oh! His next round takes him out, but he was seen by the M44, so he needs to get motoring, because there's still an enemy RT in the game. It's the Su-122A, and that's his shot, so he's failed. Okay, the enemy T40, if I remember correctly, still has most of his hit points, and he's actually engaging the Nashorn, or rather he's trying to run from the Nashorn. In fact, he's very low on hit points. Here comes the T40, up by the railway line. This is going to be another snapshot, but can he get this one right? Okay, line it up, rounds out. Oh no! Is he going to get 15 seconds to reload? I had the feeling the T40 is still trying to engage the Nashorn. He's just hiding on that corner. Rounds out. Nope, didn't get it. So he's changing position again. Now, I also have the feeling the Su-122A wasn't, well, he wasn't near the M44 and the T40 when they were down at the bottom end of the map near grid square K2, or K3. So he could be coming up this side, but, well, we just don't know. Lost sight of the T40 and we haven't heard from the Nashorn, but the Nashorn is moving. Burntbear's decided he's going to go for the enemy cap. If the T40's headed to our cap, we might as well go to his. And of course he might get the chance to shotgun the Su-122A if he finds him. Well, he wasn't coming up the west side, so that's out of the question now. He's going to have a look around this corner. He's been spotted, so the Su-122A is somewhere around here in one of these bushes. He just saw him. Oh no, he's not. He's in the cap area. There he is. Is he looking this way? Yes, he is looking this way. Now, can Burntbear get a shot on this guy? The Su-122A just fired a shotgun at Nashorn and failed. And Burntbear tried a snapshot and it also failed. So he's trying to get into the cap. And the enemy T40 is in the cap. Now, if Burntbear can get into the cap and then launch a few shells towards the enemy cap, or to his own cap, to try and get a reset, he might be able to get a reset which will win the game, but he's actually headed to the near side. I'm not sure that's the right decision. The Nashorn, unless the Nashorn comes back into the cap, then they can cap out together. Well, thank goodness he has actually done that, and there is a big enough difference. The T40 cannot win if both of them stay in the cap, so stay where you are, don't move, and the T40 is going to lose. He's not going to be able to get back. I was worried that if the Nashorn then tried to drive up the other end of the map to get the reset on the T40, then Burntbear was going to need to be over the other side of the cap to lob shells at the T40. But now it's very obvious the T40 has lost this game. Made a crucial error. And the Nashorn says should do. And that's it, they've done it. They've capped out. So sometimes it does work. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Here's the end of battle results, and it was the second class tanker for Burntbear in the M44 on Serene Coast. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 15 in total, but he didn't get any other medal, but he did win the game for his team and in a tight finish. Yes, it was. Let's have a look at team score. Well, you can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. He got the second highest damage. The highest damage was the Nashorn, who got 1,564 hit points, whilst Burntbear managed to get 1,377. When it came to kills, again, the Nashorn managed to get the highest with 5, and Burntbear got the second highest with 3. And when it came to base XP, yes, it's the same way round again. The Nashorn got the top in all 3 columns, 848, and Burntbear got the second in all of the columns, and he got 804 out of that one. 21 shots fired, 3 direct hits, 3 penetrations, 9 splash. Damage of 1,377 hit points, of which 1,062 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 3, did 333 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns, and he got 59 capture points by being in the cap. He did move fast enough to get into the cap. I hoped that he would actually stay at the back of the cap and then he could have lobbed shells at the T40 and he might have got a reset out of it. That would have been quite funny if he'd ended up with a defender medal as well as an invader. But yes, I was worried that that Nashorn was going to try and drive back to his own cap to get the reset and leave Burntbear holding the baby, trying to cap out against the T40. 33,261 credits from the game, and after ammunition resupply, 22,656 credits profit. 1,206 XP, same again. Well, there was no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. But it was an exciting game. It seemed to be going, well, it was going one way or the other, really. But it was a very tight finish, and I'm glad it ended the way it did. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.